Hello everyone, welcome to my redstone reply to GenerikB's request for a pumpkin pie farm. In 1.4, Jeb's going to be adding a new function for these phased fruits, the pumpkin pie. Delicious Thanksgiving feast will be featured in Minecraft, I guess. Potatoes, pumpkin pie. Next we're gonna have beef stew, carrots. Okay, let me set the time real quick. And so, let me show you how this machine works. A pumpkin grows, sets off this horizontal bud switch, and sets off that RS latch. Same thing for the sugar canes, horizontal bud switch, RS latch, except this one's a vertical one. And finally, RS latch by the chicken laying its egg. Bam! Everything harvest and blah. And there's that piece of sugar cane. You pesky little thing. Just adding a few blocks will fix that. And so, let's dig into its deep core pieces. So, here's how the sugarcane harvesting works. You just got a double piston extender going in to the sugarcane chamber, and triggered by all this stuff, and that's how that harvests. And now the pumpkins get harvested by this little line right here that goes into sticky pistons in the ground, which push up the block, and then the items are destroyed into, well, the block is put into an item form, pushed out by these pistons, which is also triggered by this bud switch right here, because it gets detected by that bud switch. So that's how that works. And the egg finally sets off its own little RS latch back here, triggered to this pyramid and see, it looks like a pyramid, although it's a lopsided. Oh, pumpkin RS latch. And that triggers everything to harvest itself. And you can tell the egg is the last thing. It's because it doesn't go into its own little detail. And once all the items go down, the items reach this last little point, which sets off this redstone signal going both ways. Let's follow it over here. This goes into this block, which goes into this block. I put it like this because that redstone forge can't power this by any means. And that goes into this block. And why I have the repeater going to this instead of just going straight up here, because if you have the redstone running like that, the redstone will face vertically this way, and it won't power this block and reset this torch. So I have it going into a loop right there, and that resets the sugarcane RS latch. Now let's move over to the pumpkin RS latch. This redstone current also goes in here, gets set into this repeater, onto the RS latch, resetting it back. And that's how the pumpkin RS latch gets reset, but also it goes into this monostable circuit, which has a pulse limiter, putting it into 4 ticks, 3 ticks, I think 3 or 4 ticks. I don't know how these really work, but that's how that works. That goes itself into this RS latch for the egg. So that's a 2-in-1 resetter, and that resets the AND gate. So let's see if we can get this pumpkin pie going back again. Pumpkin. And sugarcane. Oh, it grew by itself. How wonderful. And then finally, the egg. Boom. Everything gets pushed out. And we have our ingredients at the end. Sugarcane works now. Yay. So that's how that is. I think I may be making the tutorial later if GenerikB messages me and tells me that he really wants it, because I don't think anyone is really going to use this. It's so resource intensive. So, see you in the next one.